If you're new to DiscoverMe expertise profiles, this introductory video will be a useful starting point for you to see the key features and concepts of this simple solution to a very common business challenge. Hello, my name is Rick Campbell and I'm part of the DiscoverMe software product team here at Fidrasoft. In this high-level overview of DiscoverMe, I'll take you through a demonstration of the system's main features. I'll show you how people commonly use DiscoverMe and introduce you to the key concepts that will help you get the most out of the software. So this video will be useful for you if you're running a trial of the software. Maybe you've downloaded DiscoverMe online for a free evaluation. You may be planning on how best to configure your environment for your organization. Or perhaps you're new to DiscoverMe and you're using it for the first time. By the end of this video, you should have a better understanding of how to access a DiscoverMe system and find your way around the user interface, how to update your own profile, and how to use expertise search. This will be a high-level overview of DiscoverMe, so at the end of this video, I'll show you where you can access additional sources of information. I'll also let you know how we're intending to develop further videos, as always guided by any feedback we receive. Speaking of which, we're always keen to hear your feedback, whether it is about these videos, about using the software itself, or how we and our partners support DiscoverMe, so please let us know what you think in the comments below. Or you can always contact us via the product website at discovermepro.com. The following demo will be in 3 parts. We'll begin with an introduction to accessing and navigating around the DiscoverMe user interface. Part 2 will focus on the basics of managing your knowledge or skills profile. Then we'll focus on the expertise search capabilities. This is the version of DiscoverMe we used when recording this video. Okay, let's take a look at the software. The software is most commonly deployed as an add-in to Microsoft's SharePoint platform, so I'll open a web browser and select this shortcut to a demo SharePoint site. Logging in with a demo user account. Here we see the SharePoint site with Felipe logged in. The DiscoverMe add-in is already available on this site and has been set up to be accessed in a number of ways. I'll access DiscoverMe via the app launcher here at the top left of the SharePoint page. Felipe is taken to his view of the DiscoverMe homepage. He remains logged in, and from the user menu at the top right, he can easily go back to SharePoint or access any data associated with his profile, and he can go to his own skills profile page from the user menu. His profile page can also be accessed from the Edit My Profile tile, or you can click on your photo in the navigation section on the left of the page. Here's Felipe's skills profile page, which we'll explore a bit more later in this video. For now, we'll return to the home page, which you can do at any time by clicking the icon or text at the top left. The left navigation menu options are displayed as expandable headings and clickable submenu items. Different people will have access to different features and menus, which we'll see later. For Felipe, we see he has access to all search-related features. If you're on a page where you need to see more of the content, you can click this 3-bar menu icon to minimize the dark blue left navigation pane. This allows you to see more of the page content. So for the profile page, this is mostly the skills categories, although there is also information displayed in DiscoverMe from the person's SharePoint and network profile too. We'll spend more time on the profile page content and specifically these skill categories later in this video. DiscoverMe can also be accessed via mobile devices. This is what Felipe's profile would look like on a smartphone. The left navigation pane is automatically minimized and can also be hidden altogether, providing more space to view page content on smaller devices. Any features the logged in user has access to will remain available, although it won't be practical to carry out some administrative tasks when pages are viewed on smaller screens. At the start of the video, we talked about DiscoverMe addressing a common business challenge. That is, how do I find people in my organization who have the knowledge to answer my question? How can I find an expert? DiscoverMe was created to provide a better solution to this challenge by doing two things very well. Firstly, making it much easier for people to maintain their organizational profile. And secondly, making it much easier for everyone to be easily found based on these profiles. So now you know a bit about what DiscoverMe looks like. Parts 2 and 3 of the demo will take you through these two core features of the software, starting with profile management. Back in DiscoverMe, we were looking at Felipe Torres's profile. Felipe has not yet had any skills added, apart from those that he or his IT department may have added to SharePoint or his network profile. Some of this information is also displayed here in DiscoverMe. In other videos, we will show how DiscoverMe can act as a hub for profile data that may be managed in multiple different systems. Before we use Felipe's demo profile to show how you can add skills and experience information, I'll log in as a different person to show you what a profile might look like with data. I'll open a new browser and log in as demo user Joni. But this time I'll go straight to the DiscoverMe add-in rather than going to SharePoint first. So it may be that Joni has bookmarked DiscoverMe, which is fine, as she will still have a single login and will be able to move between DiscoverMe and SharePoint as if they're the same system. You can see that Joni is able to access a lot more features in DiscoverMe, but for this demo, we're just wanting to see how Joni has updated her profile. If we focus on the content area of Joni's profile, we see that she has the same category headings as Felipe has. But different groups of people can have different categories displayed if required. Categories are these sections that can be expanded. And within each category, there may be one or more definitions, which are these subsections that display the actual skills, qualifications, and experience that are collectively referred to as fields. So categories store one or more definitions, and definitions store one or more fields in a person's profile. Looking at Joni's profile, she's spent maybe 10 or 15 minutes adding information to various sections in her profile. It may be that her manager has added some of the information too. Where appropriate, a skill level rating is applied, and other people may have added endorsements to these skills Joni has added. Any person can add and delete content from their own profile, with quick edits from the profile page itself, or full control by clicking the Manage Fields icon for any definition. For most definitions, they'll have been set up to point to a pick list of skills relevant to that definition. You just select the skills from the skill picker on the right of the page, and then adjust any other values like skill level or date information in the grid on the left. The profile is updated immediately, and when you're finished modifying this definition, just click Done to go back to your profile and see the changes. Now we'll log back in as Felipe Torres. I've sped up this switching user part of the video, as we've seen it before. Felipe is going to add IT skills and experience to his profile. He goes through the skills pick list and selects skills that he wants his colleagues to know that he has. For this definition, he can also apply a skill rating, again selected from a predefined pick list. And that's it. In a little over 1 minute, Felipe has let everyone know what skills and experience he has in this subject area. There are many other ways a profile can be updated. For example, Felipe is a project manager, and in his organization, skills that a project manager might be expected to have are listed in a profile template. Felipe can browse any templates that have been created. He sees and opens the Project Manager template. From here, Felipe can copy any skill from the template to his profile. These can be copied individually by clicking the copy icon next to the field, or if it makes sense, all skills in a template definition, or even a whole category, can be copied in one action. We'll copy all skills in the project management definition from this project manager template into Felipe's profile. And then edit the copied skills and ratings as required. In just over a couple of minutes, Felipe has gone from having a blank profile to having all these skills in his profile that let his colleagues know how he could contribute to projects, provide some guidance, or just answer a question. Now that people have skills and experience associated with their profiles, these people can be discovered via search. This takes us to part 3 of the demo, where in his role as project manager, Felipe is looking for people who could contribute to a project he is running. To do this, Felipe will go to the extended search feature, where he'll add words or phrases that describe the skills he's hoping to find. As soon as he starts typing in the search box, DiscoverMe shows skills that people have already added to their profiles. The definition where these skills have been added is also shown, providing context. Click on a term to add it to the search parameters area. Felipe is also looking for people who have experience with the software package AutoCAD. He doesn't care which version, so he just types the word AutoCAD and hits the Enter key to add this free text search parameter. He then adds a few more terms that are relevant to his expertise search, including languages in this case, and then runs the search by hitting the Enter key again, or clicking the Go button. When the search runs, it looks at all the information in people's profiles in DiscoverMe and in SharePoint. Profile tiles representing the people that match one or more of the search parameters are displayed in a ranked order based on the number of matches, as well as the order that the parameters were added in by Felipe. We'll be publishing another video that will focus on search as there's more to this feature than can be covered here. But we can see that people with more matches are ranked higher, with the highest ranked profile at the top left, decreasing to the right and then to the next row. Felipe can keep refining the search by adding more parameters and re-executing the search. For example, adding Python programming language brings back more profiles, and it also re-ranks all the profiles. We can see that Lars Blomqvist is now ranked third. At any time, Felipe can look at any of these people's profiles by clicking their name or photo. Useful tip here is if you want to look at any of the profiles returned in the search, open them in a new browser tab so that the search results tab remains open. Felipe adds one more search parameter, another free text parameter around contracts. And now he has a group of people who he can choose to contact to discuss the project requirements. DiscoverMe can also help facilitate this initial conversation through email or a messaging tool like Skype. When that happens and people are in contact with each other, we believe DiscoverMe has provided the simple solution to this very common business challenge of discovering expertise. In this video, we've tried to provide a general overview of the DiscoverMe user interface and how even partially completed skill and knowledge profiles can enable people's expertise to become discoverable. Before showing you some additional sources of information, I should mention DiscoverMe Online. As well as providing a low maintenance and easily configurable production deployment of DiscoverMe for smaller organizations, you can take advantage of DiscoverMe Online's free 28-day trial for up to 100 users. See for yourself if DiscoverMe might be useful for your organization, safe in the knowledge that DiscoverMe has already passed some of the most stringent software testing for use by the US military. Search for DiscoverMe in the SharePoint store from within your SharePoint environment. And follow the standard steps for deploying a SharePoint add-in. It takes less than 4 minutes to have the add-in running in your environment. To find out more about DiscoverMe, you can go to the product website at discovermepro.com. If you have any questions about trying out or deploying DiscoverMe, you can get in touch with the team here at Fidgersoft using the Contact Us form on the website. There's also a link on the website to our customer support portal where additional information is made available for registered customers and any organizations trialing the DiscoverMe software. We've many new videos in the pipeline. These will usually be much shorter than this introductory overview, focusing on specific concepts or features. For example, we'll soon be publishing another video going through the process for deploying and configuring DiscoverMe Online in more detail. Other videos will cover general administration and configuration, and yet others focusing on search or taxonomy or integration with other systems. If you have any feedback on this video or suggestions for other topics you'd like covered, please provide these below or via the website. If you found this video useful, feel free to like it or share it. And if you subscribe to the channel, you'll see when new videos become available. Thanks for your interest in DiscoverMe, and see you in the next one.